Hi everybody. Okay, so I had a few people ask about the Chock and how it was mounted and how I built it. And you know, you could get away without using a Chock in the Grey Wolf. I prefer the Chock. It really keeps the front wheel stable and keeps it from sliding back and forth and leaving marks on your floor. So I did not design this. First of all, I just want to get that out there. I didn't design this. I actually got it from somebody else on YouTube, but it works great. So I'd love to get the word out there. I bought this Chock on Amazon, and I'll put the link down in the description. So if anybody wants to get this same Chock, it did have feet on it that were mounted down here. I took them off because it makes it sit too high. So you don't really need them. But in the Grey Wolf, if you look at where the D-rings are in the floor, and I'll cut in here and show you where it is. Here where you can see where it's offset. They offset this one. Oh, I said it was because of this, but it's actually because of that. The rings, as you saw, they're offset in the front. The front tire is really close to that D-ring. So you can't really get a good center between the two D-rings. And it could be a problem. It's not ideal. So what this does is, by putting this Chock in, what we have is two even tie points that we can attach to when we put our bike in. So now we can take this, we mount this to the D-rings, and then we can tie our bike down to this. Okay, so what we do is, on here, I've got a couple pieces of angle iron, and I used the ones with the holes in them. You can get just any angle iron. It's just aluminum. And what you're going to want to do is take a measurement between your D-rings, and then cut it so that it's just a little bit longer than that distance. Okay? And then you're going to put this, basically the D-ring squeezes in between here, these two pieces of angle iron. So you put two here, and I have two bolts going on, so you can see that one piece only goes to here. It's bolted on here just to give you a squeeze point on this side. And then on this side, we're just going to squeeze it right against the Chock, and it's going to squeeze in right there. So basically you just need a couple pieces of angle iron, some bolts and nuts, and I keep my spare bolts. I use wing nuts, so it's easy to tighten down by hand onto those D-rings. And I just keep my spare one of my bolts right down there, and we just put it on, push those D-rings in there, tighten it down, and Bob's your uncle. We're all set. The other thing I do is I have a piece of matting. This is just a piece of like under a carpet or something. It's just like a foam rubber. So put this under there, keeps it from scratching the floor. So now let's go ahead and go in the RV and we can see how it's mounted. Alright, so first step is to lay down our padding, and what I did was I cut a notch in here because it's going to lay over the top of this D-ring, and this is going to come right up through it. That D-ring's there. We're going to take here, you can see the D-ring comes right up in between, and then we do on the same other side. I'm just going to lift that up, put that right in between, and then We're going to take our bolts. Put that in there. I would recommend getting some shorter ones than I used. This is all I could find when I went. I got to get some shorter ones. But that's it. Put it in place. And if you wanted it tighter, you could. Usually I get a wrench out and hold this and try to tighten that so it gets a little tighter. But now when you pull your bike in, you've got two tie-down points that are even. See, before, if you pulled your bike in right down the middle, you have a tie point over here and a tie point right here. So that's not really good. This tie point really is not far enough away to be a good tie point. So this puts this out a little bit. And this one's actually in a little bit closer, but your front tire's held in with the Chock, and then your back tire will be held in using those two D-rings back there. And the bike does not move at all. When it's tied in here, it hasn't shifted. It's really solid. So that's it. That's how the Chock is, and works great. So really simple, not very expensive. I don't remember how much the Chock is, but you can look it up, and then the material is not very expensive. So, but that's it. So if you like it, let me know. If you got any other suggestions, any comments, you think I'm doing it wrong, please let me know. Throw a comment in there, and you know, if you think it's helpful, please throw a like on here. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video, and we'll see you guys next time.
You're insane. So how hard is it to uninstall?
It's actually pretty easy. So we got a nice place to put the
Right? Wish your dog wasn't so crazy.